What's going on, guys?
What's going on, man? We're just doing press, living the dream.
Just hanging
Yeah,
out.
I'm sure
Having a good
you all
time.
are
Spider-Man?
exhausted. Yeah, I'm
We
sure.
are
What?
exhausted.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're losing our minds a little bit.
Yeah, we are.
We've been in
Running
this
on
room all
fumes, yeah.
day.
It's been a long one.
I was
I
really.
don't even know what it looks like outside.
It's probably dark.
I don't know
The
what.
same way it was when we woke up.
Honestly, anything could be happening. I can tell you.
Yeah, this time of year, I wouldn't doubt it. But okay, so I actually opened this up to my fans. I was like, hey guys, like, do any of you have questions you want to ask, like Tom Holland and Zendaya, Jacob Batalon, and all that kind of stuff? So they absolutely adore you all, just so you know.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
They absolutely love you. So the first question they had, were any of you all expecting this level of hype for this movie? Because I think the hype for this movie actually exceeds Avengers Endgame.
I would tell you, I'll say that
What?
as a fan myself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was pretty hyped.
Right.
Right.
And so I don't know what that means for the world, but I was like, this is tight.
Tight.
This is tight.
Spider-Man is tight.
Spider-Man is tight.
Spider-Man is tight.
I think we
Okay.
knew it was going to be big, but not this big.
For sure.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, the second question is actually for Zendaya and Jacob Batalon.
Oh, what?
Yes. So, if each of you could steal one of Spider-Man's powers, which one would it be?
I kind of like that. You could can you run super fast or no?
Well, I think because he's super strong, theoretically, yes, he could run super fast.
I think you know what I like sticking to walls. I think that's pretty cool.
So not running really
So
fast.
not running really
Yeah.
Now that you say it, it's
Sticking
like
to walls is
I
like,
think sticking to walls is probably
But
cool.
Why-
I was gonna say spider sense, but I feel like I already have one. Like I feel like I know when certain things are gonna happen.
I was going to pretend to do something, but I didn't want the world to be like, Tom Holland tries to hit Zendaya.
No,
in
not like
interview.
not like that.
Bad
But like I think with
press.
different things, I have like a certain sense about certain things. You know, when
Yeah.
things like gonna whatever. But
Vibes.
yeah, maybe the strength thing is tight because I can't even
The
do a
strength thing
push
is the
up.
most versatile thing.
I can't even do a push up, so
Yeah.
it would be nice to be able to lift a car
Yeah. Or if you just do a push up.
or just do a push up. Yeah,
Start
but
there.
from a car. for
Start
sure.
there for sure.
Okay. The final question I have here. The last time I interviewed you, Tom Holland,
Yes.
I asked you if you could cross over with anybody, who would it be? And you said Wolverine.
Wow.
So the question, it was like 2 years ago, man. I don't expect you to remember. So the question I would ask now is, if the two of you did fight, like you and Hugh Jackman,
Right.
who wins?
Are we talking like Logan Wolverine or are we talking like X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Oh, let's give you
pick
the
Logan,
advantage. Let's
I'm
say
a-
old man Logan. Yeah,
Seems too easy.
I'm gonna beat up that old man.
Right.
you go beat the old man up.
X-Men Origins.
He's going through
he's
it in
gonna
Logan.
batter me.
I watched that recently. It was so
I watched it
good.
recently.
Really good.
Did we watch it
Yeah,
together?
together.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
think
we
we
did
did,
watch it
yeah.
together. Yeah.
movie is excellent.
I think Wolverine beats Spider-Man every single time. Because there's no amount of battering that Spider-Man can do. And also Spider-Man doesn't kill people. And Wolverine does.
Mm.
So that is a huge advantage he has.
Yeah.
in the fight.
Does
Well, you also
Fair
have an
enough.
instant kill.
could you cut off his head and would that regrow for Wolverine?
What?
What's going on, guys? This is Rob. And to answer the question of Zendaya and Tom Holland and Jacob Batalon, even though I look like a crazy guy who's basically given up on himself, there's a few ways to kill Wolverine permanently. The first way was introduced in Excalibur issue number 100 in 1996, and it's called the Xavier Protocols. Basically, they were a series of protocols that Professor X of the X-Men created on the off chance that any one of the X-Men went nuts and tried to kill the world. And so with Wolverine, according to the Xavier Protocols, the only way to kill him is to cut his head off from his body and then keep his head and his body separated. This runs into issues like, how do you do that if he has like an adamantium spine? How do you cut a spine? Different things like that. In more recent years, Marvel's introduced a couple different things that can actually kill Wolverine outside of cutting his head off. The first one is using like a carbonadium sword, which would basically disrupt his healing factor. A more finite answer is to use something called the Muramasa blade. And the Muramasa blade is actually a sword that Wolverine had created, which was designed to cut off his healing factor. And it's not just him. If you stab anybody with a Muramasa blade, Spider-Man, Deadpool, Wolverine, it doesn't matter. If they have a healing factor, the blade will deactivate their healing factor. And then they're just as easy to kill as anybody else, minus the adamantium bonded to Wolverine's skeleton. But in more recent years, what they also did is they basically encased him in adamantium and then left him there until he ended up, getting free and coming back. But to answer your question, that's basically the ways in which you could kill Wolverine. Anyway, on to the interview.
Because he has like super fast healing, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the idea is.
But I don't think it regrows. I think
Oh.
it just heals.
How does that make sense?
What if it, like if you were to slice his head
Like
clean
I
off
don't
his
think
body?
he's like a reptile. I don't think like if you
So you saying
Get
if
rid
you
of a
cut his head
limb.
off, picked it up, and put it back on, it would heal? Or are you saying that if you cut it off, he would grow a new one?
he wouldn't grow a new one. No,
So he would die.
he would probably.
That's
die.
what I think.
Right.
So I feel like there's a way.
Sorry.
Sorry. So
We're
sorry.
getting into superhero
I just-
logistics.
sorry.
I don't
here.
think that Peter Parker would kill Wolverine.
Right.
No,
Right.
no.
Sure.
Especially not Hugh Jackman.
Mhm.
I need tap dancing lessons from Hugh Jackman. I'm about to play Fred Astaire. I'm gonna need as much help as I can get.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys. If I had more time, I'd answer that question. But I got to bounce off of here. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you all later.
Star for us.
Yes.